When CBN News learned that many fleeing Christians found refuge in the northern Nineveh town of Al-Kosh, we traveled to the ancient Christian community to meet them. Al-Kosh is mentioned in the Bible. The Old Testament prophet Nahum was from here. It's exclusively Christian. No Muslims are allowed to live in Al-Kosh. Radi Yusuf and his son greeted us as we entered the city. They'd arrived just 2 hours earlier from Karakosh near Mosul.
I didn't see ISIS or anyone, but they shelled around us before we left. We're staying with relatives.
We met his wife Hannah at their relative's house. She said, "We were sleeping around noontime when mortars started falling all around us. We were afraid, so we prayed, and then we left. My son was not able to eat or drink. He was traumatized." As ISIS advanced on the predominantly Christian town of Karakosh, these children here and their families fled the area. They're now living in this school temporarily in the city of Erbil. Many left their homes with only the clothes they were wearing. We asked what they needed, and CBN Disaster Relief responded. With temperatures exceeding 111 degrees Fahrenheit outside, the school interior was sweltering. Many wanted to take showers to cool off, but they lacked bathing accessories. Honoring their request, we provided nearly 100 families with soap and towels, and also powdered milk for their children. The women expressed gratitude to Americans who supported CBN's effort to help ease their misery.
Thank you very much.
The previous night, CBN did the same for Christian refugees residing in a school in Al-Kosh. We drove to a distant marketplace to purchase the quantity of mattresses and pillows needed. It's a bit of a wait right now because we've asked for 75 of these mattresses, right? 75?
Yeah.
And so they have to prepare each one. And really, that's all we can carry on this truck right now. So I think that'll be enough to help everybody, don't you? It was mid-evening by the time we returned to Al-Kosh. The refugees waited patiently as we unloaded the truck. These men received pillows for their families, and their wives powdered milk for the children. CBN also provided a refrigerator and a freezer to cool and freeze food items. This diabetic man was relieved because he had no refrigeration for his insulin and feared he would suffer a heart attack and die.
I want to tell the Americans thank you so much.
At least 300 refugees from Karakosh arrived this past weekend. They've discovered that ISIS fighters were unable to spread their terror and impose Islamic law on the city because Kurdish army fighters, the Peshmerga, chased them away. With Karakosh now secured, many of these Christians hope to return home. But others, like these Christian children from Mosul, are unlikely to go back as long as ISIS controls their city. But at least for now, at the end of the day, they'll fall asleep on mattresses instead of the floor and rest their war-weary heads in comfort. Gary Lane, CBN News, Al-Kosh, Iraq.